Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Achatya Deshatharini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 2, Divinity and Divine Service, text number 34. Bhavayat Yesha Sattvena Lokan Vailoka Bhavanaha Leelavatarānurato Devatiryannaradishu Bhavayattesha Sattvena Lokan Vailoka Bhavanaha Leelavatarānurato Devatiryannaradishu Bhavayattesha Sattvena Lokan Vailoka Bhavanaha Leelavatarānurato Devatiryannaradishu
Bhavayatyesha sattvena Lokan vailoka bhavanaha Leelavatarānurato Devatiryannaradishu
Bhavayatyesha sattvena Lokan vailoka bhavanaha
Lokan vailoka bhavanaha Leelavatarānurato Devatiryannaradishu
Mataji side.
Bhavayatyesha sattvena Lokan vailoka bhavanaha Leelavatarānurato Devatiryannaradishu Bhavayatyesha sattvena Lokan vailoka bhavanaha Leelavatarānurato Devatiryannaradishu.
Word to word meaning. Bhavayati. maintains
maintains
Eshaha
Eshaha
all these
all these
Satvena
Satvena
in the mode of goodness,
the mode of goodness,
Lokan
Loka
all over the universe.
all over the universe,
Why?
by
Generally,
generally
Lokabhavanaha,
Loka Bhavana,
the master of all universes,
master of all universes,
Leela,
Leela,
pastimes,
pastimes,
Avatara,
Avatara,
incarnation,
incarnation,
Anurataha,
Anurataha,
assuming the role,
assuming the role,
Deva,
Deva,
the demigods,
demigods,
Tiryak,
Vidya,
lower animals,
lower animals,
Naradishu,
Radhishu,
in the midst of human beings.
in the midst of human beings.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Thus the Lord of the universes maintains all planets inhabited by demigods, men and lower animals. Assuming the roles of incarnations, he performs pastimes to reclaim those in the mode of pure goodness. Purport. There are innumerable material universes, and in each and every universe, there are innumerable planets inhabited by different grades of living entities in different modes of nature. The uh, Lord Vishnu incarnates himself in each and every one of them and in each and every type of living society. He manifests his transcendental pastimes amongst them just to create the desire to go back to Godhead. The Lord does not change his original transcendental position, but he appears to be differently manifested according to the particular time, circumstance, and society. Sometimes he incarnates himself or empowers a suitable living being to act for him. But in either case, the purpose is the same. The Lord wants suffering living beings to go back home, back to God. The happiness which the living beings are hankering for is not to be found within any corner of the innumerable universes and material planets. The eternal happiness which the living being wants is obtainable in the kingdom of God, but the forgetful living beings, under the influence of material modes, have no information of the kingdom of God. The Lord therefore comes to propagate the message of the kingdom of God, either personally or as an incarnation or through his bona fide representatives, as good as the good Son of God. Such incarnations or sons of God are not making propaganda for going back to Godhead only within the human society. Their work is also going on in all types of societies amongst demigods and those other than human beings. This in the Bhaktivedanta purport of first canto, second chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam entitled Divinity and Divine Service. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guraha Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine Vancha Kalpadarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasa Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So, like yesterday, we just inaugurated the book distribution marathon, the most auspicious of activities in Krishna consciousness. So we will study today's shloka, and also we will see its relevance, to the current time, of book distribution as well. So here we see that the Lord of the universes maintains all planets inhabited by demigods, men, and lower animals. So who is the Lord of universes? Okay, that is generic answer. Immediate Lord of the universe. Paramatma. Paramatma means like three Vishnus who are there, the Purusha avatars. No, they are called the Paramatmas of the universe. So the Shiradaksha Vishnu is the Paramatma in every living entity and who is residing in every atom. And Garbhodaksha Vishnu is the Paramatma of one universe. And Mahavishnu is the Paramatma of entire material creation. Right? So in this way, like so three levels of Paramatmas are there. If you see, like in the previous shloka also, the super soul enters into the bodies of created beings who are influenced by the modes of material nature and causes them to enjoy the effects of these modes by the subtle mind. Right? So, like the Lord of the universe generally means like it is the Paramatma. So he maintains the Vishnu, the maintainer also, like in this material world, who maintains things. So it is Vishnu, who maintains, so which is part of this Purusha avatar. So like maintains all the planets inhabited by the demigods, men, and lower animals. So maintenance function belongs to him, and then he assumes the roles of incarnations. So this is the general phenomena. So whenever an incarnation comes, so it is considered to be an incarnation, by or from the Purusha avatars. So, but when Krishna comes, it is little different. No, Krishna comes as the master of all the incarnations, right? So, like this is the general procedure. Assuming the role of incarnations, he performs pastimes to reclaim those in the mode of pure goodness. So, like, so this is the process. Like, then what happens to those people who are not in mode of pure goodness? Huh? So that is mentioned now the previous statement. What is the first statement? He maintains them. He maintains all the living entities, and those who are in mode of pure goodness, he'll take them back to God. So he delivers them, right? So he reclaims those souls. So maintenance is also designed in such a way that their deliverance is facilitated. The maintenance. What is the process of maintenance in this world? What is the process of maintenance the Lord gives? It's not, the Lord has not created the IT jobs. No. Yajna. So that is a source of maintenance. Or following of dharma. No, that is a source of maintenance. No. So like in the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita, very clearly Krishna mentions that in the beginning of creation, he sent forth men and the demigods and the process of yajna. No. So when the living entities perform the process of yajna and they please the Supreme Lord, so then the devatas will supply whatever is necessary for the living entities. No, that's the job that Lord has created. So we created many other jobs. So like which is not according to the Vedic system. So but the according to the Vedic system, so there is this Varna and Ashrama, so that is created, and the following of Varna and Ashrama duties is the cause of maintenance. So that is called dharma. So when the dharma is followed, what comes? What will we get if dharma is followed? Artha. No? Dharma means like once you follow the Varna and Ashrama duties, so diligently, so then the next thing that awaits is the Artha. No? Artha means like, so it is elsewhere it is mentioned in the first canto Bhagavatam that Janma Aishwarya Shuta Sridhir. No? Edamana Mother. So like that is Kunti Maharani actually prays. So but Janma, good birth, Aishwarya, wealth, and Shruta is education, good education, and Shri is beauty. No, these are all the outcome of the proper performance of the dharma. No, so dharma means varnashrama dharma. So when that is performed, so then these things are we get these things. So and then once we get these things, so then one can fulfill all his desires. No kama, no all the dharma, artha, kama. No, this is the subject matter of karma yoga. So like, so that is been fulfilled. So this is the maintenance system the Lord actually establishes in this world. So now people say that, okay, if I want to satisfy my desires, so many ways are there to satisfy my desires. And in the Bangalore, though, like it is a lot of this ones are there, which we cannot even speak out. So like so much of degradation is happening. You know, we see that people are just for sense gratification, they can, they are ready to do anything. So like indulgence in all the four, breaking of all the four regulative principles. Illicit sex, meat eating, gambling, intoxication, everything that people unrestrictedly they indulge in. So then a question may be asked that the Lord is supposed to maintain us. Maintenance means to keep us happy. That's what is this one of maintaining. So like we are already happy, indulging in sense gratifications. And what's the problem? So the problem is this is against the Vedic rules and regulations. And anything that is going against the Vedic rules and regulations, that will be punished. It will amount for punishment. So when in the sixth canto of Bhagavatam, we see that when Ajamila, he was about to die, and then he called out his, he saw Yamadutas coming to take his soul, and then he called out to his youngest son Narayana. So the moment he called Narayana's name, immediately Vishnudutas also appeared in the scene, and they prohibited the Yamadutas from taking the soul. So that time, the Vishnudutas asked, "Who are you? Who are coming? Who are trying to take these souls?" So then the Yamadutas say, like, we are servants of Dharmaraj. So Yamaraj. So we are servants of Dharmaraj. So like, so then immediately Vishnudutas asked, like, the servants of Dharmaraj, that means tell about Dharma. What is Dharma? So if somebody asks you what is Dharma, what will you say? No. Yamadutas gave a very amazing definition. Veda pranihito dharma, hi adharma viparyaya. Means what? Whatever is told in the Vedas is dharma. Whatever is against that is adharma. They gave a very, very clear definition. And they also told, no, hardly anybody follows. So anybody dies, we come and pick them up and go. so almost all people, we pick them up and go. Right? So in this way, like, Yamadutas actually mentioned. So now the thing is, if at all somebody wants happiness, so one has to follow dharma. So one has to follow dharma, so then the artha actually follows. So now the modern system of adharmic way of living is based on brute force, acceptance of sense gratification. So like through brute force, what happens? Like we are not eligible or we are not entitled to get that kind of sense gratification, but by force we are actually trying to take it. So that goes against the laws of nature. So once it goes against the laws of nature, then we have to pay the price for it. Then we have to that is why it is like the modern people, we don't even call the people who know scriptures properly. So they don't even call the modern people as enjoyers. They only see them as sufferers. So enjoyers means what? Who's enjoying material world? So people who follow dharma, people who follow varna and ashrama and planning to go to heavenly planets and enjoy. Those people are called as the material enjoyers. People in the modern world, they are called simply fools. That's all. They don't know how to enjoy. They only born for suffering. That's all. So like in this way, we see that this principle of maintenance is done by institution of this varna and ashrama dharma, institution of the scriptures. Even to have material enjoyment, one needs to be intelligent enough. One need to be intelligent enough, and then one need to follow the Vedas, follow the dharma properly, right? And then but then we are not aiming at that. So we are aiming at still more higher. So we want to attain the lotus feet of the Lord and enter into the spiritual world. So that is even more higher. So like, so the Lord of the universe, he maintains all the planets inhabited by the demigods, men and lower animals. So he is the one maintainer. Eko bahunam vidadati kaman, right? So all of you know this shloka. What is the first line of this shloka? Nityo Nityanam, Chetanas Chetananam, Eko Bahunam Yavidadati Kama. So Nityaham in singular and Nityanam is plural. So and Chetana is like singular and Chetanas Chetananam. So like so this singular entity, the singular eternal entity and singular conscious entity is maintaining many conscious and eternal entities. No, and what does how do he maintain? How does he maintain? Eko bahunam yovidadati kama. So he maintains by providing for their whatever desires are there. No, he tries to fulfill those desires. I think in one of the previous classes we discussed this subject also. Like many people ask this question now that Lord is supposed to be our maintainer and things like that. And no, I have so many desires, nothing is getting fulfilled. No, Bhagwan ko sab kuch chada diya, no jo chadana hai. No, but still like nothing, none of my desires are getting fulfilled. So like, how do you answer this? Lord is maintainer or not? Huh? Whatever he deserves. No, but then here to eko bahunam yo vidadati kaman. Whatever you desire, he is dadati, he is giving. No, that is what the Vedic statement says. So that means the statement is wrong. Disclaimer, karma condition must be there. Ah, yeah. So like this is very important. So if the karmic balance doesn't allow us to get that kind of fulfill that kind of desire that we have, so then the Lord will postpone that desire, till the time you get that kind of piety, get that eligibility, to get that kind of benefit, right? So then He will induce you to perform that punya, so that you can in future you can be awarded. In future, this desire can be fulfilled, and after you perform sufficient punya, at one lifetime He will make you remember that lifetime you had this desire. No, now is the time, fulfill it. So like that. So in this way, the Lord patiently, He deserves, He gives only what we deserves, and He also notes down all our desires, and one by one He fulfills. No, that is also a problem. So many times we desire so many things, and Lord makes note of it, and then He keeps fulfilling it. So whenever this topic comes, I always ponder about this aspect that many of you may have maids at home, or some you may have taken some help from some drivers, or some amount of work you might have got from somebody. So generally, who orders the subordinate? Whose desire who has to follow? So like master's desire, the subordinate has to follow. And here what is happening? Eko bahunam ya vidadati kaman. So that one person is keeping note of all our desires and he is fulfilling. So what's happening here? Who's the master? No, we are called as Purusha because of this. Actually, Purusha is the Lord. He is the enjoyer. He is the one person whose desire everybody is working to fulfill. But then here we have become Purusha. So our desire, Lord is making note and fulfilling. Right? So this is one of the reasons that living entity is also called as Purusha. So in the material condition state, so this thing is happening. The role reversal has happened. So the living entities have become the Purusha. So though Lord is the Purusha, he is original Purusha. So but living entities trying to become Purusha, but it is incompatible. So this role is not compatible for us, right? So but for the Lord it is compatible. Lord, whether we are in the conditioned state, in the liberated state, always the Lord wants to render service to his dear living entities. That is there. So but we have lost our quality of trying to satisfy the desires of the Supreme Lord. The Lord is always the same person. He always tries to satisfy the desires of the living entity. So like if he is a liberated soul, the Lord personally try to satisfy his desires. If he is conditioned soul, then Lord in the form of Paramatma, he satisfies the desires of the living entities. So Supreme Lord himself personally doesn't get involved. So like the Lord's expansions of expansion, that is Paramatma, he gets involved in satisfying the desires of all the conditioned living entities. So this is what is happening. And in the process of fulfilling this material desires, this process of maintenance which is being given, so it is also embedded with the process of like purifying the heart of the living entity. right? So when the person is performing this karma yoga, so life after life after life, he's keep on performing. So he gets purification of heart, or many lifetimes, when he performs this karma yoga, so he gets purification of heart and he slowly starts getting realization, and when he comes to the point of pure goodness, so that is when he's reclaimed, and it takes many lifetimes, so many lifetimes after he performs this karma yoga, he enters into the practice of jnana yoga, and bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyate. After many lifetimes, the jnana yogi in his mature practice, he goes back to the spiritual world. So that is the general process, the general pathway that has been mentioned, right? So, and but then if somebody takes up to Krishna consciousness very intensely and Tivra Bhakti, so which is propagated by Srimad Bhagavatam, so Akama Sarvakamo, Moksha Kamo Dharati, Tivrena Bhakti Yogena, Ejeta Purusham Param. So when Tivra Bhakti is been adopted, so then such people, so they can expect to get delivered in one lifetime. So they can expect, and then they may actually get delivered in few lifetimes. So like, so in that way, like this is possible by execution of Tivra Bhakti. So now we'll see the purport. There are innumerable material universes, and each and every universe there are innumerable planets inhabited by different grades of living entities in different modes of nature. So this is there. Like, what is how is the different kinds of apartments are designed according to the budget of people, no? So here also same thing. So different kinds of lokas. Loka means what? What is the meaning of the word loka? Planet, huh? World. Loka means an inhabitable place. No, a place where people can live. No, that is called loka. No. So now in the geography, in the Bhagavatam 5th canto, you will find. So in the Bhu Mandala, when it is described, there is a something like our outer ring road. There is one mountain is there, Loka Aloka mountain. So one side of that mountain is the inhabitable place, and other side of the mountain is the Aloka, means like place where people cannot inhabit. No, it's an uninhabitable place. So within that, there are 7 concentric circles, where different dvipas are there, and central dvipa is called Jambu Dvipa. And in the Jambu Dvipa, we have our Bharata Varsha and Bharata Kanda. So those things are there. So, but anyways, like this Loka means a place where people can inhabit. So people can stay, and the staying places are also designed according to the budget of the person. So like this, we have the budget is like 3 modes of nature. So what kind of modes of nature that I have acquired, according to that, I have a Lord has residence planned for. So it's like a very big master planning. So like we see that the town planning happens, and then like country planning happens. This is like universal planning. So like according to the natures of the living entity, so like the different residential quarters are made ready. So in Bhagavad Gita, something to this extent, something to this effect, it is there in shloka. Different modes of nature, people, where do they reside? Urdvam gachanti sattvasa, madhye tishtanti rajasa, jaganna guna vrittisto, adho gachanti tamasa. Right? So those people who develop mode of goodness, they go to higher planetary systems. Those who develop mode of passion, they remain in the middle planetary systems. Bhu, Bhu, or Swarga. So this is middle planetary system. So passionate people remain there. And then this one, Adogachanti Tamasa. So like Atal, Vital, Talatal, Mahatal, Rasatal, Sutal, and things like that. So these are the places where the people in mode of goodness, they actually go. Sorry, mode of ignorance actually go. Right. So in this way, like mode of ignorance people, they enjoy things grossly, and mode of passion people, they also enjoy things grossly, and they have certain subtle values also. And mode of goodness, they enjoy primarily on the subtle platform, right? So that is the mode of goodness platform. They enjoy in terms of intelligence, they enjoy in terms of the mind, they enjoy in terms of different kinds. By they actually experience enjoyment by control of senses, like that. So in this way, different kinds of enjoyment that is there in the material world. So like these different innumerable material universes, and in each and every universe there are innumerable planets, inhabited by different grades of living entities in different modes of nature, right? So like these kind of divisions are made. The Lord Vishnu, the Lord specifically, Prabhupada uses the word Vishnu because Vishnu means what? What is the meaning of Vishnu? Sarva Vyapi, like one who is present in every place, he's called Vishnu. So, like, practically, this job is done by, like the Paramatma who's expanding and staying in every single, atom and every single heart of every single living entity. So, the Lord, that is specifically the Paramatma, he incarnates himself in each and every one of them, and in each and every one, in each and every type of living society, right? So, he incarnates himself in each and every one of them, that is Paramatma. And then in each and every type of living society, he manifests his transcendental pastimes amongst them just to create a desire to go back to Godhead. So, what is the purpose of the Lord's pastimes? Creating the desire for us to go back to Godhead, right? So that is the purpose of the pastimes of the Lord, right? So this one even for preachers also it is mentioned that the prime duty of a preacher is to create the desire, to surrender unto the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord and to render devotional service unto the Supreme Lord. So this desire has to be created in the hearts of people. So once desire is created, who is going to fulfill the desire? Lord is going to fulfill the desire. Eko bahunam yavidadati kama. If I want to be a materialist, Lord will fulfill. If I want to be a spiritualist, Lord will fulfill. So it is the preacher's job is just to create the desire in the heart of the living entities that we should surrender unto the Supreme Lord. So then automatically it will be taken care of. The Lord will not take care of the execution part of it. No, that's not a problem. So like a problem, the major problem. So like Srila Prabhupada in some places he writes, what it takes to go back to Godhead. Know what it takes to go back to Godhead? Desire. One word he mentions. It only takes desire to go back to Godhead. If we desire, the Lord is there to fulfill. No, He is the one who is going to fulfill. He is fulfilling everybody's desires. No, so like why He will not fulfill this desire? So the preacher's job is to ensure that to create a desire like this. No, even the Lord comes for this purpose. The preachers later on in the purport, Prabhupada will say even the preachers also they are coming for this purpose to create the desire in the living entity's heart to render service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So how will generally desires are created? People who are in marketing, they will know this one. How desires are created? People don't want to buy, repeatedly showing. That's amazing. Repeatedly studying Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita creates desire. So then what else is the strategy to create desire? Promote sales. Imagine in an advertisement of a particular product, what is displayed? Features of the product is displayed. So when that is a very nice thing. So when what all things you'll get liberation, you'll get even Bhagavatam says Sakama Sarva Kama or Moksha Kama Udarati. Even if you have all desires in this world, you see can anybody have a bigger desire than what Dhruva Maharaj had? No, he wanted a bigger planet than this. सब लोग सोचते कि 60-40 साइट चाहिए, विला चाहिए, फ्लैट चाहिए. No, he wanted a whole planet itself. And so if the option was some 60-40 site, he would have been given an employment in Narad Muni told you can go and take job in some IT company in Bangalore. So but when you have a desire to get a whole planet, so these IT companies cannot help you. Then you should do Tivra Bhakti. So when you do Tivra Bhakti, you can fulfill the desire to the extent of getting a whole planet. इतना बड़ा real estate कोई भी नहीं खरीद सकता है. So like that kind of benefit you can get, right? So like this features of the product, bhakti का features बताया जा रहा है. So you can go back to Godhead. If you don't want to go back to Godhead, you want big material profit. That also you can get. तीव्र bhakti करो, सब कुछ मिलेगा. Like that. So Narad Muni is like telling. So but then Dhruva Maharaj kind of तीव्र bhakti has to be performed. 24/7, he was just simply chanting the names of the Lord and remembering the Lord, and he was performing that. And he even stopped eating and sleeping. So that kind of Tivra Bhakti, if somebody performs like within 6 months, he can see God. No? So that's proof is there in Bhagavatam, right? So like the features of the product is described. No? So then what else is described? Huh? Like no, I am actually enjoying some star, some very great personality is coming and saying that no, see, like this product is super cool. No, I am enjoying this product, and then no, have you not got it? No, like that kind of a this one. This is exactly like we are also supposed to do. So I am chanting Hare Krishna mantra. No, I am studying Srimad Bhagavatam and experiencing great joy in the heart. No, it's not for the purpose of marketing. Like no, really, no, if we like no experience joy in the heart, so that's a very big marketing strategy. No, if you relish the chanting of Hare Krishna mantra, if you relish studying Srimad Bhagavatam, automatically you will be able to inspire people to take up to this, right? So this is exactly the Lord is also doing. He is bringing his topmost devotees. No, he got his Goloka Vrindavan here in, no, in Vrindavan, and then no, he is what is that? No, he is displaying those things, and then these devotees are no, they are like crazy about Krishna. So, like if Krishna is there performing his pastimes, no, they are very much attached to him and things like that. And if Krishna were to go to no faraway place to herd the cows or something like that, so then immediately, like no, all the Brajavasis they are feeling so much, no, feeling the pain of separation, no, from Krishna. So and then they are like ready to give up anything. No, they are ready to give up social security. What is social security they gave up? No, morning, afternoon, evening, they were faced with no death threats. No, like they were faced with no demons. They were coming and they were no like posing major threat to them. No, so but they were like no undaunted. No, they were performing. No, they were performing devotional service. No, without any no like no without budging an inch. No, they were actually performing their devotional service, and this shows that they are actually experiencing greatest deal of happiness. So when Lord comes, he comes with his devotees because Lord doesn't do anything no separate from his devotees. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is mentioned that Lord performs his Sankirtan with his devotees. Lord no, propagates the message of Krishna consciousness with his devotees. No, everything he performs no, with his devotees. No, that is why like Panchatattva mantra is very, very special. So like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whenever he performs his activity, he performs as a team. No, he's a team player. No, akela kabhi nahi khelte. So like no, he's a team player. No, he no performs his pastimes. No, along with his associates. Right. So in this way, like he comes and he displays these pastimes, and he creates an interest in the living entities. You see, all of you are living entities, and your basic nature is Anandamaya Abhyasa. No, your basic nature is you always seek happiness. No, that is your basic nature. That's the basic make of all the living entities is pleasure seeking. No, all the living entities are pleasure seeking, and Krishna is demonstrating. This Damodarashtakam, there is one stanza is there, no? Itidritsva Leelabir Ananda Kunde, no? Swagosham Nimajjantam Akyapayantam. So, what is the meaning of this stanza? Itidritsva Leelabir. Drik means drishti, like, no, display kar rahe, like, no, he is displaying. Itidrik Swalila. Swalila means his own pastimes, Leelabir. Ananda Kunde. Okay, pleasure. No, that's like that. Leela is like no, it's like an it's a reservoir of pleasure. No, Ananda Kunde. Swagosham means his own men. No, his own men, like no, his devotees, his close associates, devotees. Swagosham Nimajjantam. Dubara, no, Nimajjantam Akyapayam. So, like no, this one we see that the Lord is actually displaying his pastimes, and he is actually immersing his own people in the pools of ecstasy, and he's displaying it to people that no, we are all looking for happiness, right? So here is where is the happiness. This is what is the activity that produces happiness. No, why don't you subscribe to this? Right? So in this way, like he creates the desire. The Lord creates the desire, in the hearts of the living entities, and then so for that purpose, he comes again and again, and he performs his pastimes. And the Lord does not change his original transcendental position, but he appears to be differently manifested according to the particular time, circumstance, and society. So, like Lord, when we come, so how do we come? So that was mentioned in the first beginning of the purport. What is the reason for which we come? Or different kinds of residential fortresses are arranged for what purpose? Because of modes of material nature, because of our conditioning, we come. So when Lord comes, so that is Acharya is defending the Lord. He is telling Lord does not change his original transcendental position. He doesn't need to acquire a particular material mode to come into a particular apartment. No, he can come anywhere and everywhere. No, so he doesn't change. No, he's the master of all the all that is existing, and he's always situated in the transcendental mode of goodness, and he doesn't need to change his position, right? So any shlokas you remember, Lord doesn't need to change his position to come to this material world. One shloka which Prabhupada often quotes is Sambhavami Atma Maya. So I come, by my internal potency, I appear by my internal potency. He mentions. So he doesn't come, like we appear in this world or we are pushed into this world due to the external potency of the Lord, due to the modes of nature that we have acquired. So, but the Lord comes, due to his internal potency, due to his compassion for the living entities, he actually comes here. So the Lord does not change his original transcendental position, but he appears to be differently manifested according to the particular time, circumstance, and society. Now, he takes different forms just to convince the people of that time, and then all of the forms that the Lord takes as eternal forms. No, they are not manufactured for some particular scenario or something like that, because Lord is all attractive. No, if he wants to attract anybody, he doesn't need to manufacture anything new to attract somebody. How to attract this segment of customers? Sara segment of customers are already like Krishna is such a product that he's all attractive. He doesn't need to alter himself, but still he displays particular quality of his which will attract that particular class of audience, that particular class of people. So in this way, like he displays, and many times we have discussed this example also, like different incarnations of the Lord are like the moon, different phases of the moon. Remember this example? So different phases of the moon. So the moon is not cut to pieces when it is appearing from Purnima to Amavasya, like different phases of the moons that we see. It is not different moons of that shape. It is same moon, but it hides a portion of itself, and displays only a portion of itself. Like that, the incarnations of the Lord. So it's Krishna himself, but he hides certain features. Like like sometimes we go to. I have experienced this. So there was in one time I had gone to, I think, Jagannath Puri or Mayapur. So where non-AC rooms are exhausted. So we wanted, we could afford only non-AC rooms. So then they gave us AC room, but they disabled the AC. So like, so in the same way, like Krishna, when he hides certain features of himself, so then it becomes other incarnations. It is same personality. Some features are disabled in the product. So like that. So sometimes he incarnates himself, or he empowers a suitable living entity to act for him. But in either case, the purpose is the same. The Lord wants the suffering living beings to go back home, back to Godhead. So in both the cases, this is what is happening. So either the Lord comes and he performs his pastimes, or his pure devotees come and performs his pastimes. So the thing is, the Lord alone is not very special, and devotee alone is not very special. The transaction between the Lord and the devotee, that's where the real power exists. That's where the real attraction actually exists. So we see, and it is not possible at all that Lord exists and then there is no transaction between devotees is happening, and there is devotee exists and there is no transaction between Lord and devotee is happening. So this is also not possible. So it is devotee exists means he cannot exist without the Lord, and the Lord exists means the Lord cannot exist without his devotees. So Lord doesn't have any business other than reciprocating with his devotees, right? So in this way, like the devotees, the pastimes of the devotees and the pastimes of the Lord, both are considered to be Bhagavata, because in Srimad Bhagavatam also we see, like here, in this chapter also, like what's happening, it is between Narada Muni is Jiva Tattva and Vyasadeva is also in Jiva Tattva. Both of them are empowered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They are considered to be an incarnation of the Lord. So Narada Muni is Sakyavesh avatar, of propagation of bhakti, and Vyasadeva this Satyavesh avatar who is capable of writing spiritual literatures. No, so like if he writes, he will write at par with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Narad Muni, like if he performs bhakti, he will perform bhakti at par, with Supreme Personality of Godhead. So like this, these are empowered living entities. No, but we are discussing about this whole chapter is about discussion between Narada and Vyasadeva. So where is the Lord? Bhagavata means something in relation to the Lord. So where is the Lord in this? So devotees doesn't have any business separate from the Lord. So if devotees' pastimes are described, so then automatically it is considered to be Bhagavata. So Bhagavata is not only like in relation with the Lord, it's also things in relation with the devotees of the Lord. So that's why we see that a lot of devotees' pastimes are mentioned in Bhagavatam. And so the purpose is same. The Lord wants the suffering living beings to go back home, back to God. So as we were discussing the marketing strategy, one of the powerful marketing strategy is that people give a review, or a big celebrity comes and says that I am enjoying this product, like that. So now the Lord also does the same thing. So he sends some celebrities from the spiritual world. So our celebrities are Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Prabhupada. These are all our celebrities, and they are like at least these guys, like these celebrities in the material world. So they take some money and they promote a product. So but our celebrities are real celebrities. So like they really are relishing the Krishna Bhakti and they are really coming and sharing. So like I think I've shared this thing before also that one time his grace Gurujan Prabhu. So every year he comes. This year also he will come in Jan Feb. That time he'll come. So like he's a very senior Srila Prabhupada's disciple, and so he was mentioning that when Srila Prabhupada was doing preaching, started preaching in the West, like he was one of the initial disciples. So it was started preaching in the West. Like what happened? Prabhupada used to do kirtan, and then people would come when they pass by. So they were drunkards, drug addicts, and all sorts of people. So when they come in the vicinity of Srila Prabhupada's kirtan, so they would get such kind of an experience that they would think that what I'm getting in this bottle is not much. No, this is useless. They would just simply give up that and they would join Prabhupada's kirtan. And they would ask, like, no, what is going on? No, it's like, it's very interesting. No, they would say, like, no, yeah, like you want more of it, you shave your head and come into the temple. No? So become a full-time devotee. And I say, like, no, cool. No, that's very nice. No, I would do it. And these guys, anyway, they have given up their homes long back. They were roaming in the streets. So, like, they were like behind this kind of thing. And Prabhupada was creating such kind of the bliss that he was relishing performing the kirtan, in the West, in the beginning days. So that was simply attracting, people would just come and they would just get hooked onto it. So, and he could give them the taste. He could actually, he's he's actually a Nitya Siddha, and he is experiencing that kind of a bliss, and he's actually creating. He's able to create that kind of interest in the people, right? So this is the same thing. The Lord comes, he creates a desire in the hearts of the living entities, to perform bhakti, and his empowered incarnations, like empowered living entities, they come. So like Srila Prabhupada, they also create the same thing. People come in their vicinity and then they get transformed. So that's what happens. And then so they all want to go back to Godhead. So if somebody wants to go back to Godhead, so then they have to be induced to perform bhakti. And to induce to perform bhakti, one has to display the product. So like this book distribution marathon, so all of us, process of distributing Srila Prabhupada's books is that to relish the chanting of Hare Krishna mantra, to chant nicely and to hear the mantra nicely, and to read Srila Prabhupada's books every single day. So if you do that, reading also, like I would advise that if you can understand subject, it's fine. If you cannot, just read aloud and hear, or read in sufficient volume so that you can hear yourself. Just this simple process, you just experiment this for 10, 15, 20 minutes or half an hour. Like you will find so much of bliss in the process of just reading and hearing, or just chanting and hearing. So this itself is a solid devotional service. So when you do that, then you will feel inspired to share this knowledge, to share this process of Krishna consciousness. That is simply the process of Shravanam. So like so the happiness which the living beings are hankering for is not to be found within any corner of the innumerable universes and material planets. No, this is like this morning. No, one of our devotees were asking that how to preach amongst people of other faiths, like Muslim, Christians, and things like that and all. So then I was telling that Srila Prabhupada did not wanted to convert anybody as such. No, he was only requesting them that ahaitikya pratihata atma suprasidati. No, your bhakti towards Adokshara, your bhakti towards the Supreme Lord, you may call the Lord as Christ or as Allah or whatever name you may call. But what is being asked for is uninterrupted, unmotivated devotional service, and that only can satisfy the heart to the core. And if you are actually doing that, without any motive, you don't want any material benefits, you don't want any other ulterior benefits, just for pleasing the Supreme Lord, you are chanting. Just for pleasing the Supreme Lord, you are studying Srimad Bhagavatam. And just for pleasing the Supreme Lord and his dear devotees, you are distributing Srila Prabhupada's books. So then naturally you will feel the happiness which is deep within the heart. And then anybody sees, like every living entity, as I was mentioning, every living entity is seeking for this happiness, Anandamaya Abhyasa. And if we can display this product, that we can be happy by being engaged in the angas of bhakti, so then automatically anybody will follow. That's what Srila Prabhupada displayed. That he went to the Western country. We are now trying to fight out anti-conversion and things like that. Prabhupada is like, there is like defensive mechanism. Prabhupada is like quite offensive mechanism. He went into their territory and he made them devotees. Right? So, simple thing, because he could display the product. He was telling, many times reporters would ask, Swamiji, you came to convert people here from Christianity to Hinduism and things like that. No, like Prabhupada told, see, every religion is professing the same thing. Same thing, that is like relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and a devotional service, a connection with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So if your religion can offer it, well and good, you take it. I'm encouraging. If you cannot, then take it from me. I'm having. So Prabhupada is having a very, very open and like non-discriminating, non-sectarian kind of a proposal. Like, so God is one. All religions are trying to propagate that one, God, devotional service to that one Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the key thing is how we can establish a relationship with that Supreme Personality of Godhead, and how we can revive that relationship. Right? So this is the key game that is being played. So if you can play the game with your, within the presence of your religion, it's well and good. It's nice. If you cannot, then we have an offer. Why don't you take it? So why be sectarian? Proper on the opposite side. Why be sectarian? Like, one God is there, and we have to love that one God. So if you have a process to love God, like, it's well and good. Otherwise, you take this process. Like, it is proven. If you engage in the angas of bhakti, definitely you will develop the like Bhagavad Prema, Krishna Prema. So it is mentioned that Bhajaner Madhya Shreshta Navavida Bhakti Krishna Prema Krishna Dite Dara Mahashakti. Like, of all the forms of bhakti, there are 64 angas of bhakti is there, and of all of them, Shreshta, like, best amongst all of them is Navavida Bhakti. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam, right? So these are all the Navavida Bhakti. This is considered to be very, very powerful amongst the different items of bhakti. And then even more powerful than this is considered to be Panchanga Bhakti, Sadhu Sangha, Nama Kirtan, Bhagavata Shravan, Mathura Vas, Srimurter Shraddhaya Sevan. Association of devotees. Association of devotees means, it is in for the sake of service. Like, there is no association of devotee or the Lord without service. Like, service is the channel, we associate. So without service, like, hanging around is not considered to be association. Association means like service. It's just like charging means, charging a mobile means like putting the charger, putting it into the plug point and switching on. All these things put together is called charging. It is not simply connecting the mobile and charger and not plugging it, or doing all these things and not switching on. So then it is not called charging. In the same way, association means coming in, like, association with devotees for the purpose of rendering service. Service is the medium of connection. So service is the medium of connection. So Sadhu Sangha, Nama Kirtan, chanting the names of the Lord, So, and then also like speaking about the Lord, this is also Kirtan, so Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtan, Bhagavata Shravan, hearing, from Srimad Bhagavatam or anything in relation with Bhagavatam. So Bhagavata means even Bhagavad Gita is also considered to be Bhagavata because it is in relation with the Supreme Lord. It is like Lord has spoken. So it is in relation with the Supreme Lord. So it becomes Bhagavata, right? So like Bhagavata Shravan and Mathura Vas, residing in a holy place. Yesterday we were discussing this in two different yatras, the same point. So like we are all living in Bangalore. It is a holy place, right? No, it is not a holy place. So yesterday we were analyzing. So Bangalore is considered to be the suicide capital of India. So like the most number of people committing suicide are there in Bangalore. So like and so it also means those many number of ghosts also must be there. Like people commit suicide. Like so don't be scary. If you chant nicely, and if you have Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and full set of Srila Prabhupada's books in your home, you don't need to worry about ghosts and things like that. So you'll be protected from all those things. So those who don't have, please take all the books today only. So because Bangalore is not a holy place. It is it is a very dangerous place actually. So anyways, but then in this association is very nice. So this is the association of devotees is nice. So like Mathura Vas, at least we should try to make our home a holy place. So like by keeping the devotional literatures, by regularly reciting these literatures, so like reciting, reading from them, sitting in front of the Lord, reading from the transcendental literatures, and then having nice altar at home, nice pictures of the Lord, at home, and then offering daily worship, offering flowers and tulsi leaves and incense and all these things. So we should do these things regularly, right? So this is a mini version of residing in the holy place. The mega version is needed. So sometime, at least in yatras we can take, and then as we mature nicely and as we sufficiently do preaching in the cities, then we can retire in the dhams and we can spend our last days in the dham. So this Mathura Vasa and Srimutir Shraddhaya Sevan, so like worship of the deities with faith and reverence. So like this is called Panchanga Bhakti, right? So now I think this is very nice. Like in the past also we have sung this Panchanga Bhaktika, this one. So we will sing this in a nice tune, so that you can remember. So this is the life and soul of devotees. One should always remember this Panchanga Bhakti, and this is the whole purpose. Devotional service. If somebody asks, like, you are a devotee, what you do, to call yourself as devotee. So this is what I do. Sadhu Sangha, Nama Kirtan, Bhagavata Shravan, Mathura Vas, I try to make my home at least as a holy place, and Srimurti Shraddhaya Sevan. So I perform deity worship, right? So this is what I do. So this is what we should tell that. Being a devotee, what are you doing? So now with the bhakti or Panchanga Bhakti, this is what I do, right? So let's try to sing this. Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtan Bhagavata Shravana. Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtan Bhagavata Shravana. Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtan Bhagavata Shravana. Mathura Vasa Srimukira Shadayate Vana. Mathura Vasa Srimukira Shadayate Vana. Mathura Vasa Srimukira Shadayate Vana. Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtan Bhagavata Shravana. Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtan Bhagavata Shravana. Mathura Vasa Srimukira Shadayate Vana. Mathura Vasa Srimukira Shadayate Vana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtan Bhaga Bhakta Sravana. Matra Raka Shrimati Rasa Daya Sevana. So now these 5 angas, it is mentioned that Alpa Sangha, even somebody has a very, very little attachment, to these Panchanga Bhakti, it is supremely auspicious and it can, super powerful. These are very, very super powerful. So it's like, high power, high voltage, this one is there. Sometimes if somebody like slightly touches it, then that's it. He'll bas ho jayenge. So like that, these, Panchanga Bhakti is considered to be very, very powerful. Sadhu Sangha, Nama Kirtan, Bhagavata Shravan, Mathura Vasa, Srimurti Shuddhaya Sevi. So then, the scriptures also say, like amongst these, even amongst these, the most powerful. What is the most powerful? Taramadya Sarva Shreshta Nama Sankirtan. Niraparadi Namalay Pavipremadam. So like, this is even more powerful. Like amongst the Panchanga Bhakti. So Nam Sankirtan was there in the Panchanga Bhakti also. So, but amongst them, this is the king of all, devotional service. That is to perform Sankirtan. So what is the meaning of this word Sankirtan? Chanting the holy names, then amongst the devotees, then coming together and glorifying the Lord. Kirtana means glorification of the Lord. And then Samyak Rupa. Samyak Rupa means a complete glorification of the Lord. So that is, Sankirtan means a complete glorification of the Lord. It also means like, coming together in glorification of the Lord. And another meaning of this word Sankirtan is a complete glorification of the Lord. So the holy names of the Lord, when it is chanted, it is a complete and perfect glorification of the Lord. And then, Srimad Bhagavatam is a spotless Purana. So like, so like when we recite Srimad Bhagavatam, so the glorification of the Lord which is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam is like completely perfect. There is no fault at all, in the descriptions of the Srimad Bhagavatam, right? So like, okay, so whenever I bring about this topic, like one thing which is irritating me a lot these days, so I also speak about that. So like, so the angas of bhakti, when it is performed without any offense, then it is super powerful actually, and it should have. So now in the Damodar month, all of you might have like heard about this story of this rat, eating the ghee wicks, and then it is offering the arati, and he died in that way, and then he went back to Godhead and all. So that's the power of anga of bhakti. Just by performing an arati without even proper knowledge and awareness and things like that. So he just performed, the anga of bhakti performed the anga called archana. He just performed like that too in an improper way or a partial way. It is not even complete archana vidhi. It is followed. A partial archana vidhi is followed. So he went back to Godhead. So, but I heard one more example also from one of the scriptures, like a bird which was flying in the sky. It happened to die, and then when it fell down, in this way, like rotating. It came and it fell down, and it happened to circumambulate a Vishnu temple. And then so like by the way, like when he passes away, like he gets liberation. So now we see that anga of bhakti. This is also an anga of bhakti, that is circumambulating the temple or a holy place, parikrama and things like that. This is also one of the angas of bhakti. The observance of Ekadashi is one of the angas of bhakti. Observance of the appearance days of the Lord is one of the angas of bhakti. So each one of them is super powerful, very, very powerful. So now, like, why does these things doesn't create an impact in us? Why it doesn't create impact in us? The angas of bhakti are very powerful. So why it doesn't create that impact in us? Faith is one reason. Yeah. Faith is one reason. Then offenses is also very important. So which Bhaktivinoda Thakur specifically notes in the second stanza of Sikshashtakam, that Namna Makari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktis Tatrarpita Niyamita Smaranena Kala Etadrishi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaiva Mihajani Nanuraga. So your holy names, what all the glorification of holy name is happening in that? This one, you have innumerable holy names. Then what else is the glorification of holy name that's happening? All your energies are invested in these holy names. It's all powerful. And then what other glorification is given? There is no specific niyama. There is no specific time, place, circumstances. Any time, anywhere you can actually chant. It's super powerful, right? So, but then what is the problem? Durdaivam, Ihajani Nanuraga. I'm so unfortunate. I'm full of offenses. Though your holy name is super powerful, but I'm not able to access the power of your holy name because of these offenses, right? So that is this one. So now, like these offenses happen because of intelligence. These unintelligent living entities like rat and this bird and all, so they went back to Godhead just by doing and simple anga of bhakti. They get that such powerful result because of that. So now we have got intelligence. That was a problem. Now we have got something more also. What is that? Artificial intelligence. And there is devotee is creating a prompt. He's creating a prompt. I want a picture of Krishna with cows and Vrindavan. And artificial intelligence, intelligence, they are like complete fool it is. So it is creating a picture where a cow is there, Vrindavan is there, and Krishna is sitting on top of cow. Pura sara sarvanash ho gaya actually. Like so Krishna considers cow as his master. When Krishna was asked to, not Krishna was asked, Krishna was demanding that I should go and herd the cows. So he was herding the calves. Herding the calves means in and around his home, he used to be there. And one day, he was demanding from his mother that, I want to herd the cows and I want to go deep into the forest. I want to explore. Kitna din idhar hi bandh ke rakhenge. I want to go and explore. And when Krishna was not allowed, Mother Yashoda was telling, no, you cannot go. And then so then the matter went to Nanda Maharaj, and Krishna somehow managed to convince Nanda Maharaj. Krishna is like supreme personality of Godhead. So if he wants, everybody has to surrender into him, right? So he convinced. And so one of the proposals that was kept was, Mother Yashoda told, see, now you are not wearing any slippers. You should wear slippers. That is when you will be allowed to go there. So then, Krishna made a proposal that, you see, cows are our masters. We are sevaks, we are called as Gopala. We are we are servants of the cow. So our cows are going barefoot. How can we wear slipper? So then all the cows should get four slippers, and Nanda Maharaj had 9 lakh cows. And he was not only asking about that, he was asking all the other cows also should be given slippers, and then they should be given a servant to carry the umbrella and things like that and all. And mother told, okay, baad mein jao jo karna karo, so so in that way we see that Krishna's, this is the Krishna's mood and attitude. Krishna's mood and attitude. Artificial intelligence will not understand all these things. And the devotees, they create this, what is that, nice image, and then they post in their DP, you see, today I created a nice image. अरे भाई तो पूरा सर्वनाश हो गया, इसको meditate करके कुछ advancement नहीं मिलेगा. We cannot make spiritual progress by speculating on the devotional service, right? So it is very, very important. This simple processes of devotional service is very, very powerful, but we should avoid offenses. This kind of offensive no pictures or offensive no creations of the Lord and things like that. It's because of intelligence we commit offenses. Because of artificial intelligence, no, we commit more offenses. No, so like this has to be like no protected. So that's why no, like I'm very much against no creation of at least Lord's pictures. No, through artificial intelligence, you create material pictures. No, anyway, it is material. Like you create any amount of material pictures, but creating Lord's pictures through no artificial intelligence sometimes maybe no detrimental. No, one need to be like shastrically like no properly understanding shastri proper understanding must be there. What is the nature of Krishna? What does he like? What does he doesn't like? No, and things like that. So it is very very essential to know that. So anyway, so like I also forgot from where I took this tangent. Anybody remember from where we took this tangent? Panchangavati, yeah. No, and then we were telling that the Taramadhya Sarvashreshta Nama Sankirtan Niraparadi Namalay Bhave Premada. So like the most powerful anga of bhakti is Nama Sankirtan, right? So and our acharyas have given different definitions for this Sankirtan. No, so what do you mean by Sankirtan? No, like that also we discussed, like no complete glorification, and we came to the point of Bhagavatam is a spotless glorification. No, all the problems that you are finding in artificial intelligence created pictures, so you will not find in Bhagavatam. No, Bhagavatam is a spotless Purana. No, like so here you will find the appropriate right description about the Supreme Personality of Godhead and reciting of them. No, and meditating on the pictures that are given. No, by the Acharya, like no, under the guidance of Acharya. So these pictures in the Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, which are no created. So these are performed under the guidance of no, like Srila Prabhupada. So one time somebody created a picture of Krishna with muscles, no, like he's lifting Govardhan. And then Prabhupada told, like, Krishna doesn't have muscles. No, he's a tender boy. No, you should have like that. It requires an acharya's vision. It requires a person who knows Krishna personally, no, to actually guide how Krishna actually performs his pastimes, how Krishna actually appears. No, that is needed. So that is why no, this Bhagavatam is very very no so special. It is spotless Purana. So like when we do this, when we chant the names of Lord, when we give provision for others to hear the names of the Lord, or we give provision for others to hear the spotless glorification of the Lord. So when we speak about the glories of the Lord, still it is having some limitation, right? So we study from Prabhupada's book, and then maybe some contaminations have gone in by the time we reproduce it, right? So but when we distribute Srila Prabhupada's books, this is powerful way of kirtan. That is why it is mentioned as Sankirtan. And this the acharyas have unanimously agreed, right from Srinivas Acharya, Narottam Das Thakur, and Shamananda Pandit, and then later on Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Baldev Vidyabhushan, and later on like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, everybody agree upon this fact that the primary way of propagation of Krishna consciousness is by producing devotional literatures and distributing them. That's the most powerful way of this one. And Srila Prabhupada also notes, he actually makes a point. How did communism spread in Russia? Like how did it spread? Because of literatures. They used to produce literatures and they used to profusely distribute. And literatures have always changed the face of the world, right? So this is the greatest weapon. No, like bulldozer or any flight jet or any bombs and like things like that can compare with the this one, the powerful weapon of books. Books are the most powerful weapon. So if somebody is regularly studying Srila Prabhupada's books and distributing Srila Prabhupada's books, we can actually like give a powerful answer to all the different problems that are going on in the world at this current point in time. So we can give a solid answer to that, just by practicing Krishna consciousness and distributing this Prabhupada's books profusely everywhere. So and it is considered also Taramadhya Sarvashreshta Nama Sankirtan, Ninaparad Namalai Bhave Pramadan. So like in this Sankirtan, in the process of distributing Srila Prabhupada's books, this is a non-offensive kirtan. Because your dissemination of this knowledge, you're speaking or you're giving off information about Krishna is spotless because you're giving the version of the Acharya. So then it becomes spotless distribution of the glories of the Lord. So it becomes like supremely purifying to the heart, and it can also create tremendous revolution in the hearts of people who actually study. So this is also, like Srila Prabhupada actually, quotes that particular thing in the preface. He mentions this particular shloka. It's very favorite shloka of Srila Prabhupada. Tadvad visargo janataga viplavo yasmin pratishlokam abadyavatyapi namananantasya yashonkitaniya chunmanti gayanti grinanti sadhava. So if somebody wants to create a powerful revolution in the world, to create the negative, to remove off all the negative forces and to establish the positive force, like the positive possibility in this world. So then this is the thing, Tadvad Visargo Janataga Viplavo. Like Viplava means like creating revolution. So what will create the revolution? So Yasmin Pratishlokam, Abhadyavatapi. So like this pure recitation of Srimad Bhagavatam, like pure repetition of the Srimad Bhagavatam. So it's very, very powerful. It can create tremendous revolution, in the misdirected, impious world, that we are living in. So it can create a tremendous revolution. So we should try to take this, very, very seriously, right? So like the forgetful living beings under the influence of material modes of nature have no information about the kingdom of God. The Lord therefore comes to propagate the message about the kingdom of God. The Lord also, he comes personally, or he sends his bona fide representatives. So Srila Prabhupada is a bona fide representative of Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he has given us a proper process of propagation of this dharma. So that is printing and distributing these literatures, right? So we should take it up, very, very close to the heart. And so they make a propaganda, to convince people to go back to Godhead, and it is not just happening in this human society; it is happening in all different societies, So sometimes Srila Prabhupada actually, requested his disciples to sit next to a dying insect and then chant for that insect, Like if that insect hears the holy names of the Lord, it can get a good destination, right? So in that way, like the Lord and the liberated devotees, they are compassionate towards all the living entities, right? So with this, I pause today's discussion. Any questions, comments you can take? So we have time. Any questions or comments we can take?
Hare Krishna.
Your name, Prabhu?
Dr. Ras. Prabhu, in the beginning we discussed that Lord makes a note of the desires of the person and makes arrangement for that with